Okay, today we are going to review the... Oh, look, it's the well from The Ring. You know, if I were to see this on my green screen after seeing the 2002 movie, I would be a bit scared. But after seeing the Ring sequel, Ring 2, and seeing this movie, Rings, I'm not all that scared about this anymore. Sorry, Samara. Rings, directed by F. Javier Gutierrez. This is the third movie in the American Ring franchise, which was an American version of the Japanese horror film called Ringu. And the plot of the original movie is you had Naomi Watts finding out about this urban legend of a videotape where if you watch this VHS tape, you get to see these weird images, and a spooky girl calls you on the phone telling you that you're going to die in 7 days. And 7 days later, the girl Samara comes out of your television and kills you. Now, when I saw the first Ring movie and the original Japanese one, I thought both of those movies were very scary. Both of them did a very good job with horror source material, and both of them were really good movies. Those movies started this whole trend of westernizing Japanese horror films when we've had films like The Grudge and Missed Call and other movies like that. Some of them were good and some of them were bad. So now we have the third movie in this franchise of Ring. We've had Ring, The Ring 2, and now Rings, which is like 15 years after the first movie. Usually when you wait 15 years and decide to do a new sequel to a horror franchise, it's not gonna come out good, and this movie is not that good, unfortunately. I didn't really expect it to be that good, but I decided to see it anyway because I did like the first one. The plot of this movie is where John Galecki's character comes in from The Big Bang Theory. He plays a biology teacher named Gabriel. He goes to this antique store or flea market someplace and finds an old VCR. Feeling nostalgic, he decides to buy it. He wants to watch some VHS tapes, I guess. And when he's looking at the VCR, getting it ready to work, he finds an old videotape inside the VCR, decides to watch it, and it happens to be the Samara tape with all of the weird spooky images, and then he gets the phone call of Samara telling him he's going to die in 7 days. Eventually he figures out that in order to survive beyond the 7 days is that he has to make a copy of the tape and make somebody else watch it, pass the death sentence on to somebody else, and now he doesn't have to worry about it. So what he does is he makes it as part of his class. He gets some of his students to watch copies of the tape. He actually digitized the tape, uploaded the video into digital format, and gets other students to watch it in order to keep them alive, and makes a whole experiment out of it. Which brings us to our two main characters, played by Alex Rowe and Matilda Lutz, the main couple of this movie. So what happens is Alex Rowe's character, Holt, watches the tape, and now he's got the death sentence on him in 7 days, and he's trying to protect his girlfriend from Samara coming for her, possibly. But then she ends up watching the tape, and now she's part of it. So to try to save their own lives, they decide to solve the mystery behind the tape. To that I have to say, didn't we solve the mystery back in the first movie? I guess this movie wants to add a little bit more to that mystery. And what they decide to add is a little bit from the movie Don't Breathe. Yeah, that's a great idea. Even though Don't Breathe was a very good horror movie, it's not a good idea to add elements from that movie into this movie. Now, this movie is not good. There are maybe a couple good scares in this movie, but overall it's a terrible, terrible movie. The jump scares in the movie are not good. The main characters in the movie are not all that interesting and very bland and dull. The acting from the two main leads, Alex Rowe and Matilda Lutz, is gone. There is no acting really between them. They are done very badly, very bland, and so uninteresting that I didn't care what was going to happen to them. I knew they were going to die eventually, so I was just sitting there waiting for them to die. And the other characters that are in this movie, John Galicki's character, Vincent D'Onofrio, who shows up in this movie, man, is he wasted in this film? Why is he even in this film? Well, it was cool to see him in it, though. And you got another bad actress here, Amy Tegan, I don't know how to say her last name, and who's basically just another pretty face, and she's not all that great in this movie either. This is not a good movie. This movie's so bad. One of the jump scares is a umbrella opening. Really? You're going to try to scare me by opening an umbrella? That is so dumb. So really, this is not a good movie. Don't bother seeing it. If you want to just watch a movie from the Ring franchise, just pull out the 2002 movie or the Japanese one, Ringu. You're better off doing that. I'm going to give this movie a D. Sorry, Samara, your movie is just not good. Why is the well still on the green screen? Now, Samara, now I see her coming out of the well. Samara, your movie's not good. Don't... Ah!